Kepal because he's normally seated that side, but he's hoping to sit here today. Kepal is a very valued member of Inner Space Wembley and is loved and cherished by everyone who worked with him. He's been meditating for a long time, but as you will see, he's a young man, so he would have started meditating when he really was a child. Kepal is very generous, and she shares everything he has with everyone. And outside his DK life, he runs his own construction. So it is with pleasure to welcome.
Thank you, Rose, for the wonderful introduction. I'll pay you later. Today's theme is very interesting. Thank you. Yeah, today's theme is very interesting, inner freedom and happiness. And we all connected to that inner freedom and happiness. So, inner freedom, let's talk about inner freedom first. What is inner freedom? Where is it coming from, or where is it? Any idea? Any thought? Soul? Yeah. And what is actual inner freedom when we talk about inner freedom? Where is it, the inner freedom? Free from all anxiety? Sorry? Peace of mind? Yes. And where is inner freedom come from? Sorry, second. Mind with clarity. Yeah. Clarity, peace, yes. And I made some points today as well, so I'll share it as we go along. The first one is the inner freedom to think and feel as I want. Is that true? Can we do that? That's the question. Is to think and feel as I want. True. Easiest than done. Yeah. And the other thing was my thoughts and emotional state are entirely my choice, my responsibility. Emotional state of my mind, very, very important for inner freedom, because that is not connected from my outer world or from my outside. It's what's in here. I can think what I want, but can I really think what I want? Everyone's nodding their head. Why? It is difficult, but we have to make a practice to think and feel that what I want and how I want. Feeling is very important. That's the connected with emotion. That's what my emotions is. That's my feeling. Yeah, because my feeling is there. An emotional state of mind. It can be any emotional. And our thoughts, we controlling our thoughts, or our thoughts controlling us. What is right? We control the thought. Thoughts are controlling us, but we have to practice that we controlling our thoughts. So we think, and how we get the thoughts, that's very important. Can I give you any thoughts? Can you give me any thoughts? Where I'm getting from information? Yeah. I think the thing is that we create the thoughts rather than we get thoughts. Yeah, we create, and the thoughts we get based on what we see, what we hear, what we read, what's going on around. That's how we create the thought. So any thought in my mind, I'm the owner of that thought, whether it's negative or positive. And do you know that how many thoughts we create a day? Average human being. Sorry, how many? 70,000, yeah. Well, roughly about between 50 to 60,000 in average human being. So if we are in stress and we create more, but that's just the average thought, because thought process keep going on no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing it. It's always going on. It's always there. But what's happening with that? Are we moving anywhere with the thoughts, or it's just in the mind? Recycling it, yeah, it's just spiral. Once it's getting into your head and it's not going anywhere, it's just spiraling in your head. We're creating that energy, and we're not doing with the thoughts, it's that energy. And that's where the freedom to think that at this moment, can I think that what I want to, or am I going to think that what my day had been, what am I going to do tomorrow? If I wanted to think now something else, can I do that? We have to do the practice. That's the inner freedom. I can think whatever I want, and based on my thinking, I'll feel that how I feel. That's very important. Other things I wanted to mention is the example of inner freedom. Yeah? The achieving goals set by ourselves is the inner freedom. We achieve goals once we set. Not other people set the goal for us. We set goal for us what I like. That gives you the inner freedom. Breaking bad habits. Very, very nice. Breaking bad habits. Coming out from your comfort zone. It's very hard, is it? Coming out from our comfort zone. Bad habits. We all have a bad habit. And we have to come out from there once we realize that it's bad. Whether it's eating, whether it's drinking. Sometimes this could be sleeping. Some people have like, oh my, I like sleeping, but I have to come out from my comfort zone. Yeah, otherwise if I'm sleep all day long, it's not good. Stop reacting to circumstances. How many times we react to the circumstances or events or the scenario? Does it affect our inner freedom? Exactly, yeah. Rather than reacting, what we should do. Respond, not the react. Because the reaction comes out very quick without anything. But if we respond, like if I'm angry, what am I going to react to? I'm going to react to anger. Yeah. If I take a pause and then I respond to that situation, the outcome will be different. Yeah. Because it's no one saying, like if someone says something, it's no one saying no to say anything. You can say, but just wait on that minute. Just take a pause, think about it, and then respond. Because otherwise, once you say something, would you take your word back? Or we're going to feel is guilty that, oh, I should have not said that, I should have not done that, and all the things. Like imagine now that if you have ever angry and said something, would you be able to change now? But the same situation now, if you take about a time to think about it, would you react differently on that event or situation? Exactly. Yeah. So no one's saying it to say don't say anything, but just pause, just wait. Yeah. Go within yourself and think what is right. The other one is ask yourself what you really want. Did we ever ask ourselves that what I really want? Do we really know that what I really want? Not what I really need, what I really want. we have to ask ourselves that what I really want. Yeah, and that comes from I need to know myself first. Yeah, know yourself, know your worth. That's where you know what you want. Once you know what you want, you can work on it, progress. Nothing's gonna happen overnight. You have to work for it. Yeah. So ask yourself, spend the time with yourself. It's very important to know yourself first. And knowing yourself first, it means that if you like someone, you would want to know about the person everything, right? The same way you do it to yourself, know yourself first. Know yourself, it means you know everything about you. What you like, what you don't like, how you feel, don't feel, what your emotions are, is that everything. Once you know yourself, you know what you want. That's self-esteem. You have to build up self-esteem. Yes, yeah. Mm. So you're basically asking that if you are think of something you wanted to do, but you are scared of what the outcome will be, right? You're not sure whether it's a good outcome or it's the bad, and how you can get over it. Right. Yes. Now that's where we're coming out from our comfort zone. Also, the second thing is we don't know what the outcome will be. The outcome will be what you think. If you think something good, the outcome will be good. If you think the outcome is negative, the outcome will be negative because you're giving all your energy, you're giving all your power to in that direction. So if you're putting the water into the flower will go. If you put the water into a throne, push of the throne will come up, right? Because same like water, it cannot discriminate itself. Same way, the energy or my thoughts cannot discriminate itself. If you think something positive, the outcome will be positive. If you think something negative, the outcome will be negative. It cannot discriminate itself. It's an energy. So think something positive. What it will be, it will be. But what you want to do, just try and do that. If it doesn't work, at least you try and it didn't work. So that's a good point. It's not that I'm thinking now that, oh, it won't work and I don't do it. At least I tried it. And when you try something, if it doesn't work out, you learn something from it. Doing something good for yourself. The other one is take the responsibility. You are in charge of your life. Am I in charge of my life? Or someone else is in charge of my life? I'll be giving that power to anybody else or other to in charge of my life. Easy to do. You always think that what people think about me. If I do this, what they will think, what he will do, what she will do, what's going to be. It's not that. Can you control other people's thought? Can you? Or why would we worry? They can think anything they want, whether you do good or you do bad. You have no control over it. If you have no control over it, you should. Yeah, we have to come. Yeah, that's where we have to come up with that pattern that I only should worry what I can control. If I think that okay, I cannot control this one, like as in now, I can think about everybody, whatever. Would any be able to control my thought and what I'm thinking of, whether it's a good or bad? So why would you worry that what I'm thinking of? And we have to keep practicing this in our daily life. It's not only one thing, like not only one time, but every day we should practice. And that's where the transition. maybe not going to work one time, maybe it's not going to work second time, it's not going to work third time, but it will definitely work if you have faith in it. Like, when we take a paracetamol, we have faith in that paracetamol that it will work. That's why it works. We don't have a faith on that paracetamol if I'm not feeling good, that if I take it and I will not feel good or I will not feel better, it won't work. That medicine will work. Faith that will actually. Stop worrying about others. That's the inner freedom. We generally worry about others. That's fine. We do care. It's not that I'm not saying that you just don't care about anything else, just care about yourself. That's selfish. But in terms of not worrying about others, it means you need to take care of yourself first and then worry about it. Because you can't serve from the empty vessels, can you? You need to be okay to worry and look after the other person afterwards, but make sure you take care of yourself first. And the last one is the lose yourself in the present moment. It means we have to live in the present moment. Present moment is right now at this time, where I am, what I'm doing. Otherwise, we are somewhere else. We're thinking about something else. Like if I'm eating, my job is to eat. That's the present moment, right? What do I do when I'm eating? I'm watching TV? Am I thinking about something else? Am I thinking about my work? Am I thinking about my shopping? Am I thinking about yesterday or am I thinking about tomorrow? I'm not in the present moment. My job is to eat that food with gratitude. Yeah? That's the living into the present. If I'm here in this room, it means my attention is 100% should be in this room, nowhere else outside. That's living into the present. But how often do we do that? How often do we do that? That's very, very important. Live into the present, not into the past, not into the future. We need to start living into the present moment. Look, if we are all sitting in here, in this room, is there any problem in this room right now? Is there any worry in this room right now? Yeah. So, are we free of? Do we have enough freedom right now? Yeah. What about if we step outside from this room? Yeah. 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 So we have to practice what we're doing it right now in here after leaving from here. And that's where we're just living in the present. Hello? Thank you. So I was going to start living in present moment every day, all day. Yeah, that's fine. Right. And also about the inner freedom is, are we rely onto the others or are we rely onto the other people's confirmation or approval? Does that affect inner freedom? Sometimes we do or wait for other people's approval, and that's where the inner freedom stuck. And then you think that, oh, I'm not free because I need approval from X, Y, Z. And how often do we do that? Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. Yeah. I think we should we should proud of ourselves, whether we're not seeking approval from the other people to make us proud. Like, look, if I wanted to do something and if I did that and I achieved it, I should proud myself. I should not wait for other person to give me the approval that now I'm proud of you. Yeah, if I'm proud, also when I'm happy, and my happiness is based on my choice, and that's where I get the inner freedom. Yeah, and the happiness is also connected with the emotional state being. So, are we seeking approval from others? Yeah, we do sometimes. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to seeking approvals from the others, but mainly we should by ourselves. Yeah, that's where the self-esteem is. To just build up our self-esteem is very, very important to have a self-esteem build up, have a confidence in life, do something with the confidence. Yeah, not thinking, oh, if I do this, what people will think, they will think whatever they want. But this, if I do this, it will make me happy and I really want you to do this, just go for it. It's good for you. Maybe it's not good for the other people because everyone have a different vision to look at it. You have a different vision towards that thing, where other person they looking at from the different angle and they have a different vision. So sometimes people say, oh, this will work. And they say sometimes people just say, oh, if you do this, it won't work. That's my vision to saying it not work. When the other person they have their own vision to make it work. So that's very important, that build up self-esteem, and what we have to do to build up a self-esteem. Just take the mic so the people watching online, they can break free from the comfort zone. Yeah. 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 Best way to come out from the uncomfortable is, just try and talk to yourself for a few days. Yeah, that's a very good practice. Try and talk to yourself as you're talking with the other person for anything you want. You always say how comfortable you feel. Would definitely feel uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, because you know yourself, the truth will come out. Once the truth will come out, you cannot make yourself full, can you? We can make other people full, but we cannot make ourselves full. But that's okay. Yeah, whatever is, just accept it and then move on. Uncomfortable, you can just very easily to break. You won't be uncomfortable anymore because you accept the truth. When you start accepting the things, they become uncomfortable. Yeah, you start accepting the things and accept the people or the situation as they are. Yeah, we cannot change people, can we? We have to try and change our thinking to change that people. If someone does something and if I don't like it, it means there's nothing wrong in that person. If there is something wrong, there's something wrong in me. If there's something wrong in my thinking. If I change that, the person is 100% right. They're correct. All I got to do is change my thought, change my thinking, not the person. So everybody is unique. And we have to accept them the way they are. And when we start practicing or doing that, life will be completely different. There'll be a lot of inner peace, inner freedom, because you're not bound by the action. Is it the voice getting echo or something, or am I just hearing the echoes? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. Thanks. No? Yeah. Okay. That's okay. And how to protect that inner freedom. There's a few ways we can protect our inner freedom. It's pay attention to your triggers. So whatever triggering us, you have to pay attention to that. It could be anything. It's very, sometimes, like someone's do something and it's just triggering. So my inner freedom just changed because the action of the other person, I don't like it. It means it's triggering me. But I have to pay attention that, like, when someone does that, and if you don't like it, you have to change the pattern in your thought process to that, no, that is okay. And that's 100% acceptable. Yeah, because it's not that everything's going to work out the way I want it. Is it going to work out like that? Everyone's going to do the way I want. No, everyone have a different ideas. Everybody have different things. So it depends. Let go of negative people. That's very important on freedom. Let go of negative people. Yeah. How many negative people are we keeping in our mind or keeping in our life? 50-50. Yeah. If we're making a list, it will be the very long list. Is it true? Yeah, everyone's nodding their head like, yeah. But why are we keeping it? It's negative. Why are we not getting rid of? Because we're not forgiving that person, or we not forget. You forgive, you can forget. So just forgive yourself, forgive that person, and let go. Because if you're keeping in your mind, if you're keeping there, it's not helping you in any way. Mm.
Maybe. Oh, yes. Thank you. What my point is, like, when you are forgiving someone that you want to move on in life, that person, whomever person or persons, they won't let you forget. They will sort of come at it all the time. When you are forgiving, they see that as weakness, like a weakness. They see your weakness.
Yeah, forgiving the other person is like you forgive not for their action or their behavior. You forgive the other person for you, because you only can forgive and forget once the things are out from your system. So if you forgive the person not for them, it's for you. And once you forgive, you will not think about it again, because that's the past. That situation or that event was the past. You cannot change anything. If you can't change anything, just let go. You learn something from it and then move on. That's what I mean by saying forgiving and forget. Once you forgive, you can forget. If you don't forgive, you won't forget.
It is for yourself rather than.
It is for yourself, exactly. Not for the other person. Yeah, it doesn't matter, like, whether they want to forgive you or not, you forgive, yeah, with the positive energy, with the positive thought. Yeah.
That means you stop hurting yourself.
Exactly.
That's what happens.
That's it. It won't hurt you anymore. It will just let go.
All right. Thanks.
No problem. That's the let go of negative people. Yep.
Does that principle apply, for example, when you're apologizing? Whenever, for example, I tend to apologize back, but the reason why I do it is not just because I feel there's a need to apologize. I mainly do it for myself. Not only just so the other person feels good, but my first thought is I want to apologize first, and I always do. I just think I will feel better, whether or not the opposite person accepts it or not, them. But I want to feel better, and I know that I've done something wrong.
Yeah.
Does that same apply to forgiveness as well?
Yes. And it's you. If you want to apologize, it's you have a of courage to apologize. People sometimes people, because they don't have a courage to apologize, they don't apologize. It takes a lot of courage. Like if I I'm wrong, or if I done something bad or whatever reason, then I realize it, but I have to have a courage to go to that person and apologize. It could be after 10 years. I should have a courage to go to the person and say that sorry, I'm so sorry because I realized it that I was wrong and I should have done it. But do we have that courage to do it? Yeah. And that's very kind of the things when you say that you apologize, it's very kind. And that's they bring a lot of courage to apologize. A lot of people just breaking up the relationship because no one's can apologize. And that's the fact. The relationships get ruined because no one have a courage to apologize, but people think, oh, I'll be the small. Why do I? It's ego. Yeah, sometimes the ego won't let apologize. No, I'm right. I can't apologize. No, this, no, that. It's egoistic. Let your ego go because ego not gonna help you anywhere in your life. So courage, and the same way as the forgiveness, it works the same way. So when you forgive, reduce your media consumption for freedom. Yeah, because social media is going on quite a lot at the moment. We get influenced by the social media, but it's the influence. Yeah, how we get influenced? Comparison, or when I'm liking something, and if I see that things, I just get straight away influenced because that's my like. If I'm like of something and I saw it, like in the social media, a lot of things going on. You see every day new things come, every day new trend comes up. A lot of people, influencers, I stays, influencers, I start. In social media, a lot of like styles, fashions, and people comparing themselves, and they think like, oh, if I do this, people will accept me more. I get more priority, and all the things. So influence um, social media. I mean, I'm not saying that you don't use the social media. Yes, you use it, but don't get influenced by. Yeah, because you get influenced means. And the thing is, sometimes when we get influenced, it's the checking within ourselves that I get influenced by that. It means I'm lack of that thing, and then work on it and then just come up.
Hello. I think you get influence, or you follow the social media to seek the answer. Sometimes you're looking for something, and then when you read something, and if you think, this is what exactly I was thinking, you don't know whether it is useful or not. But nowadays, 90% of the media or in certain program is just nothing but
if we get influenced by the positive aspects, it's good. Yeah, there is in the social media a lot of things like influence, like you get the positive outcome, and that's good. Like not the negative one. What I'm saying, that influence by like not the negative things. This is what I mean by reduce your social media consumption to not to go into the negative way, just the positive way. Yes, there is a social media and there is a lot of like positive influence in there as well. So there is nothing wrong or nothing bad about it. Make time for yourself or freedom. Do we make time for ourselves? Yes, we have to spend the time for yourself. It can be anything. You can do anything you want. If you like reading, you can read. If you like swimming, you can swim. If you just wanted to go in a garden and walk for yourself, just go and do that. That's the time spending for you. Because we always try and do the things for others. How many times we try and do the things for ourselves? Yeah, spend the time. Spoil yourself. Spend the time with yourself. And once you start spending a time for yourself, you will know your qualities. And once you know your quality, then you can use. Sometimes, if we don't know our quality, we can't use it. Sometimes when we know our qualities, it's very easy to use. Make changes where you can. Where we can make changes, we should try and just do the changes where you can. Focus on what you can control. not what we can't control. Normally, 80% of the time, we're just focusing on what we can't control. And only the 20% we're focusing on what we can control. It should be the other way around. Just focus on what you can control. Express gratitude. Many times we have to express gratitude to the things, to the person, to the situations. Be kind. That's a virtue. Be kind. Always be kind for everything and to everyone. Just always try and be kind. And try to make your world a better place. And that's only you can do it. No one can do it for you. Try and make a world a better place. And that's coming out within you. And we all have that ability to do it. Yeah, all we need is just awareness. And we all have it. So that's the inner freedom. Now we can move into happiness. Is happiness a choice? Where does happiness come from? Getting everything right. Yeah, how do I get happy? Or how can I make myself happy? How can I make myself happy? By doing the right things, yes. And when do I feel happy? When I'm doing something good, I feel happy. If I have a goal and I achieve that goal, I feel happy. Everything falls at the right place, makes you happy. Yeah, if someone buys you flower, we feel happy. Yeah. Yeah. You get a flower from your wife, you feel happy. Yeah. Have we ever tried and buy a flower for ourselves and be happy? Yeah. See? That's how you spoil yourself. Just buy a flower for yourself and be happy. We don't approve. That's the approval. You think like, oh, someone give me the flower, I'll be happy. No. If I want to be happy, I'll buy the flower for myself and be happy. It's good. If someone gives you the flower, we all get happy. This is just an example that's how we, spend the time for yourself. It's the one thing. Then just do things what makes you happy. For the happiness, it's quite a long and big topic, but we can do it like 3 very key things for the happiness, 3 keys to happiness. First one is pleasure, doing things you enjoy. Yeah, how many times or in a week we do the things what we enjoy? Not often enough. And why? It's a work. Yeah.
Situation in life.
Yeah. We have to make a balance. Yeah.
I was just going to say, when I get my nails done and my hair done and my eyebrows done,
Gonna say the weather.
I just feel good within myself.
Yeah.
So it builds my confidence to feel powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know it's just superficial, but when I feel good, I look good, I just feel better about myself.
Yeah. That's the positive vibe. Yeah, happiness comes from a lot of places, a lot of things, like even the lot of materialistic things gives you happiness or make you happy, but it's only temporary. Yeah, it's the real happiness. It's here. It's here. That's where in the mind. It's that's the real happiness. As I say, people say, "Oh, money make me happy." It's definitely money make you happy. If it don't, put it in my account. It does make you happy, but it makes you happy temporary, not permanent. Like when if I buy a new car, I'd be very happy. No one's got that car. But if someone make a scratch on my car, where's my happiness gone? Does the car make me happy? Yeah. Let's say if I bought a Ferrari car, no one's got it. I'm the only first person to buy that special edition. I feel very happy. Yeah. If someone make a dent on my car, where's my happiness? Yeah. So where was the actual happiness? Happiness was in the car. Happiness was in the money, or happiness was in my thought. Happiness was in my thought, nowhere else. If I wanted to be happy, I can be happy without the Ferrari. So you see where this happiness related to where it's coming from.
do with that money. You're able to use it to help other people, to put
Sure.
it to service, to actually give back, then I think that would make me very happy. So I think but not everyone is in that privileged position to be able to do that. To be able to do that is
Yeah.
is a gift. Not everyone has that
True,
ability.
I agree. Yeah. Second one, I would say the key to happiness is engagement. And engagement is feeling interested in our activities and connected to others. So anything I do in a daily basis, day-to-day life, am I really engaged with thing? Like, let's say we all work, we all going to work. Am I really engaged with my work? Or I'm just going to work because I have to work, I have to earn the money. And for that reason, I'm working. Is there any engagement in there? Or I'm just working for the sake of working? Does it have any purpose behind my work? Do I have a passion for the work I'm doing? Otherwise, people say, "Oh, I'm working Monday to Friday, and I always look for the weekend. I'm always tired, and I'm always broke."
You're working in a business, and if business gives you positive vibe and positiveness, then yes, you are looking forward to go to work. And when Friday comes, oh my God, it's already Friday.
Yeah.
Happiness was there all the time. I've been through myself, when work was good to go and then just ready to go.
Yeah. And if it's not, that what we can do to change it. Yeah. If we are working something, work on your passion. You work on your passion, you never get tired. Yeah. You'll be always happy because that's your passion. It's not actually work, it's work. Now, the physical tiredness, the mental tiredness. Yeah. If we're working hard, we get physically tired, but not the mentally tired. Even a lot of people working in the office and they've got mental tiredness and he says, "Oh, I'm really tired." Like,
Mentally tired, basically.
sorry, say again?
You're saying you want me mentally tired.
Physically tired, your body feels tired.
I know.
Yeah.
Not mentally.
No, because it's your passion that you wanted to work for it. It's your interest. You bring all creativity out in there. Does it make sense? Yeah.
You'll be just keep on going on and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring new ideas, new activities. Yeah. Just do what make you happy, what interests you. And number 3 is meaning, feeling like what you do is matter. That's meaning. If we do something, just give a meaning to it. If I'm working, just give a meaning to it. We all living a life, give a meaning. What is the meaning of living a life? Or purpose of living a life? Very important. Yeah, give that things a meaning, and then you will enjoy it more. And once you enjoy it, you'll be very happy. And true meaning of happiness is also an emotional state characterized by feeling of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. That's also the part of the happiness as well. And happiness is a choice. Is it true or not true? It's true. A lot of people nodding their head. Like, yeah, always a choice. I can be always happy because I make a choice that, yes, I want to be happy. Yeah, we all have ups and downs. I'm not saying that the life is 100% perfect. We all have ups and downs, but do not keep in that environment for too long. Just come out from it. Do something about it to how to come out. Otherwise, if you just enjoy, you're just trapped. Once you are trapped, you cannot move. Yeah, that's where coming out from your comfort zone. Change. Do what you do best. Do what's good for you. Yeah, and then you can bring your own potential out, and it makes you happy. What other things makes us happy? If I'm doing something good for other people, does it make me happy? Yeah, see? Yeah, we should try and do it more often. We try and be more kind to the people. That will bring happiness. What other things makes us happy? Chocolates? Sunshine? Yeah, yeah. If you see a rain throughout the weekend, or the one day it's sunny, everyone says happy, everyone's just get ready, and it's like, yeah, we can go because it's happy. Yeah, create a sunshine in here. Every day will be happy. So I'm going to stop in here now, and I ask questions. So if anybody have people watching online, if they have any questions, please write it in the comment box, and I can try and answer it. Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to share something? Don't be shy. Inner freedom and happiness just combine, like a pair of scissors. That's how it works. And there is inner freedom, there will be the happiness. When there is a happiness, there will be inner freedom. So it's like a pair of scissors.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure I've understood this correctly. Inner freedom is to be able to think what you want when you want, right? It's regardless of the external factors.
Because there is the outer life and there is the inner. If the inner world or inner mind is stable, you can focus on the things. But if it's disturbed by the outer ones, it can't be focused. Once you have a focus on the things, you can actually have a vision, you can see, and you can work onto it. But if just disturbance by the others, all you're going to think or in your mind is just the outer things. And you're unable to think or to focus on the situation, circumstances, events, anything. Yeah. So everyone have a problem, right? There is no one can say that I don't have no problem. One way or the other. It can be physically problem, it can be mentally problem, it can be financially problem. Everyone have either of them problem. And if there is a problem, there is an answer to it, there will be a solution to it. There will be no problem without the solution. But we have to look for it and look at it the right way, with the right mind. Not with the, like, the negative things that, oh, why is happening to me? If it's happening to you, it must be, there is some reason. Why is happening to me? Is it not to the other person or other people? And because if it's happening to me, maybe I have to learn from that situation. Yeah. Or also it's connected with my karma as well. It's happening to me, it might be my own karma. That's what goes around, it comes around. Anybody else?
So my question is, earlier you talked about, you have to be able to have the freedom to do what you want, to think how you like, and think how you like, think how you want, know what you want. How do you really? What if you have someone that's really struggling to, doesn't really know what they want? Like they're really struggling to figure out what is it that I want. How do you really find that answer?
Yeah,
that's true.
Struggling on,
like trying to understand, like trying to understand themselves and
right.
what it is that they actually want.
Right. So Right. And on that things, just you need to know yourself first. Try and work on yourself. Try and look for your quality, what your qualities are. We all have qualities. Try and look for your qualities and see what you can do with it.
Like in practical terms.
Let's say if the person is trying to struggling with anything into the life, right? But you need to have a focus that what they want to do it. That's the first place, the first thing. Try and look for your quality. That's the second thing. And how can I make it work with my own qualities? That's the third thing. And then move forward. Nothing's going to happen overnight. It will take a time. Yeah. So be patient with it and look for these three things and then just move forward.
Thank you.
Earlier you said we are the creator of our thoughts, and we have to think always positive. Sometimes even we don't want to, negative comes in our mind. Even we don't want to think negative, but it will come in our mind and it change our emotion quickly from happiness to sadness or to anger. So how do we stop that from happening? Or if it's already happened, how do we bring back our elevated emotion?
Right. When we talk about emotion, actually, so what is actually emotion? Emotion, what is the meaning of emotion? Feelings? Emotion is like energy in motion. That's the emotion. So whatever I'm thinking it, that's the energy I'm creating it. And that's getting into the motion, that's getting into the actions. So that's how I will feel about it. Right. So if something negative in my mind, it could be the past. That's what so it means we living into the past. We cannot change it. Only way to come up from that is to let go of that thing, let go of that situation, and forgive yourself, forgive that person or that situation or whatever happened. You learn something from it, and you moved on. If you're sticking to it, things has only happened for 2 minutes, 10 years ago, and I'm still stuck into it just for that 10 years ago, 2 minutes, and I'm stuck with it for the rest of my life. Why? Is it helping me in any way? No. So why do I do that? Why do I not let go of the things? Courage, just let go. The past, you cannot change it, no matter what you do. And future is yet to come. Do not worry about that. Present moment. Very important. Live in the present moment. What's now? I'm not saying that don't think about tomorrow or don't think about what's going to happen next week. But do not make your action now to think about if I do this, it won't work it out in the future. Because it's yet to come. So we're living into the present moment. Anybody else?
I was just going to say about your question, yeah. Everyone has an inner voice. Most of the time, most of the time it's negative. So changing that inner voice can just help you with your emotion. That's what I found worked for me.
Yeah. Do you want to say something else? No? Don't be shy. Okay, so we're going to have a short meditation. And in this meditation, what we will do is we're going to have a silent meditation. So we will have just a soft, gentle music for inner freedom and happiness. What our negative thoughts are, just let go, free from that thought, because it's not going to change anything. Right, so let go of the thought and tell your thoughts that I will not think about it again. Do not ever think, just let go. This is the time that where you can let go that things, that person, that situation, that event, everything, and be free yourself. So you can do it with either open your eyes or you can close your eyes. You can think about the situation and let go. And that's the final today. That's it. No more. End of. Thank you. And Om Shanti. Are we free from the outer world and have our inner freedom and happiness? And happy? Everybody? Yeah, I can say smile on everyone's face. Thank you.
It is indeed. We are all smiling this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
You gave us so many points. I have my points here, and I will remember. Practice, practice. Okay. Right. Also, thank you so much for feeling free to share, because you make it, we go a little bit deeper and we understand much better. So really appreciate that. So you asked if I wanted to say something earlier. And this is in regards, one of the points Kepal shared was doing something for others. And with his permission, I'm going to say something that I don't want you to think I'm just showing off, but I had never had a Valentine in my life. And about 4 years ago, he asked me to be his Valentine. And it was and it was beautiful. So yeah, it's very dear. He knows when to give, when to share, and what to share. Okay, thank you. So next week, the topic is the truth about lying. think that would be very interesting. And it is with the Suman color. And there's a recommended book called Happiness Unlimited by Sister Shivani. He has read it, he said, so he can give you a quick snapshot of that one. The bookshop will be open if you want to come and have a quick look. And I think that's all for the announcements today. Thank you so much for coming, and hope to see you again next week.